We still worship pagan gods, as many people continue to live according to their own laws. Pagan demonic spirits continue to live freely in our society, as many people continue to live according to their laws. The pagan gods seem to be dead, but only sort of. Christ mentions one of them, Mammon. This is the god of earthly wealth, goods, and obviously many serve him. A whole caste of priests lives around serving this god, quote unquote, comparable to the financiers, market analysts, brokers, etc. They turn air into money and real values into soap bubbles, enriching themselves in the process, and they've special knowledge in their own language. When they start pouring numbers, the average person has a headache. Beelzebub, or rather Baal-zebub, the fly king or the god of dirt, is also mentioned in the New Testament. This is a demonic prince who loves moral dirt and rules in the midst of it. There is also Moloch. The whole theme continuing to serve Moloch, where people in white coats are a caste of bloody priests and women are analog of the living grave, hollowing their womb to be turned into a chamber of painful death. So the pagan pantheon did not die, did not disappear. It changed names and hid. Only if this is understood, the mystical hatred of prophets for pagan cults become understandable. Where an idol is, there is blood, demonic possession, madness, and so on. And where fornication, orgies, demoniacs, there are secretly but really those very spirit initiators of any sin are present. Processions and nature distorters is not something new. These are the same processions in honor of Astarte, which the ancient East was famous for. The flutes carried, the bastards ringed in the dance, the people watched, opening their mittens and danced, and all the people dispersed through the sacred groves. And today is the same, only without the name of Astarte or Isis or Sybil. In parallel with the cult of depravity, there is a cult of magic and sorcery. And here too the main woman will be. She needs to be corrupted, taken out of the family, made demonically proud. In essence, a slippery slope into the depths of occult practices, and the family and children are the main victims. It's necessary to gradually incline human hearts to the cult of the harlot of Babylon. It remains to wait for the day when even activists begin to pray to the spirit of the forest and the spirit of the sea, the spirits of the alpine meadows and the spirits of the Swiss rocks. It's already here, there, just the scale is modest, but activism will also be openly, without hidden gossip, with pagan practices, and the old or new names of the exiled and returning gods will sound again. The nations that allow themselves to do this will be worse off than Sodom and Gomorrah. The seven most evil will come to them, and they themselves will not just be deceived by the sacrifices of demons, but apostates from Christ who have rejected saving grace. The dark one will initiate the prodigal dissolution of women, pornography of information space, and destruction of the family, to say the least. The revival of paganism and the worship of spirits of nature, the insatiable thirst for money and pleasure. This is his usual and constant practice in the war against grace, and these are the faces of paganism hated by the prophets, eternal companion of idolatry. The fight against this filth is the underlying reason and the secret meaning of world history. And this is by Solask. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.